we'll get to a deal because I like your prime minister a lot. He's a good friend of mine. Get along great, and we're going to make a deal. We have a very good relationship.
You said that Indian cooperation with the U.S. creates difficulties for Indian-Russian ties. Not at all. Dear colleague, where did you get that from? We are glad that India is cooperating with all countries. It is pointless to put pressure on Prime Minister Modi, who rules a country with a population of 1.5 billion.
Amid ongoing US-India trade deal talks, Trump hails Prime Minister Narendra Modi and puts their personal equation front and center, turning the negotiations into a showcase of political chemistry. Calling PM Modi a good friend, Trump praises India ties and signals that a trade deal will be signed soon, framing it as a win that upgrades the economic partnership between Washington and New Delhi. As Washington and New Delhi step up cooperation on trade, technology, and security, Putin also moves to laud PM Modi, keen to signal that Russia still sees India as a pivotal strategic partner. Calling India a huge economy and the world's largest democracy, the Russian president heaps praise on the country's rise, underscoring how both Washington and Moscow are courting Modi's India at the same time.
President Secretary Rubio was in Delhi last week. He delivered a letter from you to Prime Minister Modi. And sir, you also addressed people of India through your favorite ambassador, Sergio Gore.
That's right.
Yeah. Both of them have said the trade deal is around the corner. Where do you stand on the trade deal with India?
Well, we have it. And, look, India for years has, and I don't blame them, I blame us because we had stupid people here. India for years really took advantage of the United States. You know that. Are you from India by any chance? Huh? I thought you were from Germany.
I'm from India.
I'm only kidding. You're central casting, okay? And that's a very good thing. India for years took advantage of this country. They charged us tremendous tariffs, and they paid nothing. They wouldn't let Harley, as an example in the past, they wouldn't let Harley Davidson sell its motor. They would charge 200% tariff. So Harley Davidson was precluded. They ended up going to India and building their own plants, which is unfortunate that happened, but it happens. That was before me. But they charged tremendous amounts of tariffs to our company, and we didn't charge them anything. They sold motorbikes here too. We charged them? Nothing. And now it's the exact reverse. And we're making a lot of money with India. But we'll get to a deal because I like your prime minister a lot. He's a good friend of mine. Get along great, and we're going to make a deal. We have a very good relationship.
This is what I would like to draw your attention to. In recent years, especially after the beginning of the events that are still taking place in the Ukrainian direction, it is more and more often said that Russia has made a turn towards Asia. It has changed its policy. Russia has not changed anything and has not made any shifts. The agreement that is the basis of our interaction and which is a foundation for us to achieve today's results, which are impressive. According to various statistics, we have a trade turnover of about $250 billion. Strong diversification is taking place. But when did it start? In 2001. We signed this basic agreement in 2001. We are natural allies and partners. We are neighbors. We have a huge common border. Neighbors do not choose. This is given by history. Throughout the centuries, and during the interaction, we have developed a certain system of principles of our relations. We have always cooperated. Not in the last 5 years, but we have always worked together in the military field and continue this interaction as it was before. Nothing new has happened in this sense. This is just a tradition of our relations, both military and military technical. We think together about some developments in this sphere. And this, I repeat, is not related to the current, yet attracting the attention of the whole world, events, including in the Ukrainian direction, or even in the Middle East. We just work and are friends with China, as I have already said, not against anyone, but in the interest of each other. That's all. The future of our interaction lies in the pursuit of advancements in artificial intelligence and high technology. We always talk about this at meetings with Chinese President Xi Jinping. By the way, we really have. He is calling me my old friend, and I am doing the same. This is not an exaggeration. This is not a figure of speech, you see. We have a trustful relationship. I am sure that all the tasks that we set during my visit will be solved. All the goals will be achieved. We have a schedule of our bilateral contacts with the Chinese president for this year. Not only ours, but also the government, the ministries, the departments, and our leading companies, including in the field of energy, where we are confident that we will soon have more progress regarding global energy with new agreements between Russia and China. You described them yourselves. That is exactly the case. You spoke of a particularly privileged strategic partnership. That is exactly the case. It did not come about yesterday or the day before, not a year ago, nor 5 years ago. It has been developing for decades. We have a lot of joint work. We are confident that in the coming years we will make $100 billion of trade turnover. It's now about 58 to 60 billion. We have all the conditions to work more actively and achieve more ambitious goals. It is not only our energy plans, including nuclear energy. The Kudankulam nuclear power plant is already operating and continues to expand. We are planning to have new platforms. We are going to continue hydrocarbon cooperation. We have one of the largest foreign investments in the Indian economy. We will continue to do this and invest mutually. It is well known to everyone that India is working in the field of pharmaceuticals, and our company is ready to offer many things. I will not list everything. We are planning very good, promising, and far-reaching plans that are of interest both for India and for Russia. Your question seems a little strange to me. You said that Indian cooperation with the U.S. creates difficulties for Indian-Russian ties. Not at all. Dear colleague, where did you get that from? We are glad that India is cooperating with all countries. India is a great country with 1.5 billion people. A huge economy, the largest democracy, as they say. It should develop relations in its national interests with those it considers necessary. Another aspect is that the United States is trying, on some issues, to put pressure on India, in particular, on some issues concerning relations with Russia. But it seems to me that everyone has long understood that it is pointless to put pressure on Prime Minister Modi, who rules a country with a population of 1.5 billion. Moreover, it harms international relations and bilateral relations, no matter what side this pressure comes from. We do not see any negative consequences. I can imagine that we will be able to negotiate with all the participants of this process. And to this day, we do not see any serious consequences of such a state of affairs. We are developing relations with India. We will develop and consider India a reliable partner.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.